The lights come alive on the rodeo ground, glowing like a stage, waiting for a truth no one is ready to face. Hooves hit the dirt, the wind shifts, and Heartland feels different tonight. Heavier, sharper, full of something that could either bring the family closer or break them apart. Under these bright lights, every secret shines, every fear grows louder, and every choice carries a cost. And as the sun falls behind the hills, one thing becomes clear: nothing stays hidden under the lights. The night settles over the ranch like a soft blanket. But the energy rising from the arena is anything but calm. The powerful beams of the floodlights flick on one by one, cutting through the darkness and casting long shadows on the ground. Horses shuffle with restless steps, feeling the tension in the air. The wind carries the smell of sand, leather, and anticipation. Something big is coming, and everyone can feel it. The camera drifts across the arena, passing rough wooden fences, bright banners, and empty stands waiting to be filled. The world is quiet for a moment, too quiet. Then a sudden thud breaks the silence. A horse kicks against its stall, as if sensing the storm of emotions building around Heartland. The sky above is deep and still, but what's happening on the ground is anything but peaceful. A soft echo of hooves enters the scene, followed by the low hum of the ranch's lights buzzing overhead. The glow reveals Amy standing by the rail, her eyes fixed on the track in front of her. She doesn't move. She barely breathes. She knows this night will test her, push her, maybe even scare her. But she also knows she can't turn away. Not now. Not when everything, family, legacy, her own heart depends on what happens tonight. A few yards away, Jack watches her from the shadows, his face unreadable. He knows Amy better than anyone. He can see the pressure she's carrying, the weight she refuses to put down. He wants to help, but tonight isn't about protecting her. Tonight is about letting her take the step she's been avoiding for too long. Across the arena, the gate creaks open, and a young horse steps out under the light. Its coat gleams, nervous but curious, breath rising in the cool night air. Amy straightens, the sound snapping her back into the moment. This isn't just another training session. This is the beginning of the episode's quiet storm, the moment everything starts shifting. The camera pulls back, catching the whole arena glowing like a stage set for a story that has not yet been told. As the night deepens and the shadows stretch, the voice of the ranch seems to whisper one warning when the lights turn on. The truth can't stay in the dark. The night wind moves across the ranch, carrying quiet reminders of everything that has led to this moment. Heartland may look peaceful from a distance, but beneath that calm lies a week full of strain, choices, and battles no one expected. As the lights glow over the arena, the memories rise just as sharply. Amy's week has been a fight against herself. Every training session pushed her harder. Every misstep fed her doubts. She has been trying to guide a horse that mirrors her own fear, quick to spook, slow to trust. Each time the animal pulled away, Amy felt a part of herself pull with it. She kept going, though. That's what she does. But even she knows she's carrying more than she says. Lou, miles from the arena but close in worry, has been walking a tightrope of responsibility. Meetings, deadlines, promises, each one stacking on her shoulders like bricks she can't set down. She wants to lead. She wants to protect the town. But every choice feels like it cuts into her connection with her family. She tells herself she can manage both. She isn't sure if she believes it anymore. Tim's week burned hotter than anyone else's. Old anger returned, sharp and loud. After a bitter clash with Shane, what started as a simple disagreement turned into a storm of hurt words and slammed doors. Tim hates losing control. Shane hates being treated like a child. Neither one knows how to fix what they broke. And then there's Lyndy, quiet, focused, and trying to be brave. Her first real night event is coming, and she wants to prove herself. But excitement and fear live side by side in her chest. She doesn't want to let Amy down. She doesn't want to let herself down either. All of these threads twist together as the camera glides through the ranch, showing empty pastures, dark windows, and the distant glow of the arena. It feels like Heartland itself is holding its breath, waiting for the next step in every story. 1 week, one build-up, One night where everything comes crashing into the light, the stage is set. The choices have been made. The weight of the past days settles over the ranch like dust on old wood. Now the only question left is simple and heavy. What happens when all of these struggles meet under the lights? The arena lights rise brighter now, washing the dirt in a golden glow that feels almost unreal. Everything looks sharper, louder, more alive under this glow. It's as if the night itself is stepping aside to let something important come through. And standing right at the center of it all is Amy Flamengua, steady. But carrying a storm behind her eyes, she walks the edge of the arena with slow, measured steps, her hand brushing the fence as though grounding herself. This night isn't routine. It isn't another training session or another challenge she can walk through without thinking. This night is different. This night asks her to confront something she's been pushing aside: fear, memory, pressure, maybe all three at once. The horse she's working with tonight is powerful yet unpredictable. It senses the energy in the air and tosses its head, pawing at the ground. Amy watches it closely, taking in every flick of its ear, every shift of weight. The camera moves in on her face, revealing the tightness in her jaw, the way her breath catches for a moment. She knows what's at stake. If this horse isn't ready by morning, she risks more than a failed training. She risks the trust of someone counting on her up in the stands. A few early spectators drift in, their shadows stretching long under the beams. They speak softly, unaware of the quiet war happening between Amy's doubt and determination. They see only the show. They don't see the weight behind it. The ranch feels different tonight, almost like it's holding its breath. Even the animals sense it. The sound of hooves from nearby stalls forms a steady beat, matching Amy's racing heart. She takes a step forward. The horse takes a step back. A standoff of willpower begins. Jack watches from afar, leaning against a post with worry hidden deep in his calm eyes. He knows this moment will shape the days ahead. He also knows Amy won't ask for help, not tonight, not with this. And maybe that's why the tension feels thicker. Almost like the air has slowed down. The camera drifts upward, capturing the full view of the arena glowing under the night sky. This is not just a place for horses and riders. Tonight, it is a test, a crossroads, a spotlight that forces every truth out of the shadows. And in that light, Amy's challenge becomes the heart of the episode, because under the lights isn't just the name of the event, it is the moment where everything she's been avoiding finally meets her head-on. The horse stamps its hoof again. Amy steps forward once more. The night waits. Something is about to happen. Something that will shift her path. Maybe even her future. The glow of the arena reaches far beyond the fences, touching every corner of Heartland and every person connected to this night. Each character walks their own path, yet all their stories bend toward the same bright lights. This episode isn't just about a showcase, it's about the people who stand behind it. Carrying quiet battles no one else sees, Amy stands at the center of that light, facing a horse that mirrors her own hidden fear. Every movement she makes is careful, steady, but her eyes tell a different story, one of pressure building over time, of memory she tries to outrun. She wants to guide this horse, but part of her wonders if she's really guiding herself. The more the horse resists, the clearer it becomes. Amy is fighting something inside, something she has not found the courage to name. And tonight may be the moment she either rises above it or gets swallowed by it. Across the ranch, Lou sits in her office, surrounded by papers, plans, and promises she can't seem to balance. The quiet hum of the desk lamp feels louder than her thoughts. She tries to focus, but her mind drifts back to her family. To the distance growing between her and Amy, between her and everyone else. She believes she must carry everything alone. But deep down, she's tired of being the strong one. Tired of pretending she isn't scared of failing in front of the entire town. Her story tonight is not loud, but it is heavy, like a slow burn behind her ribs. Meanwhile, Tim paces outside the barn, his boots kicking small clouds of dust. His fight with Shane still sits on his shoulders like a weight he doesn't want to admit he feels. Tim has always been loud, quick to react, but tonight he's quiet. Too quiet. He watches the arena from a distance, knowing Shane might show up, knowing he may not. The silence between them feels bigger than the ranch itself. Tim wants to fix it, but pride stands in his way. And pride, for him, it's a wall he built years ago and never learned how to tear down. Then there's Lyndy, sitting by her saddle with small hands folded tightly, trying to breathe past her nerves. This is her first chance to ride under the night sky, to step into a place where all eyes will be on her. She wants to be brave. She wants to make Amy proud. But fear is new to her, sharp, cold, confusing. She looks toward the arena, watching the lights shimmer like stars fall into earth. To her, this night is not about proving anything to the world. It's about proving something to herself. As their stories unfold, the episode begins to weave them together. The pressure Amy feels. The responsibility crushing Lou. The regret burning inside Tim. The hope and fear mixed in Lyndy's chest. All of it moves toward one place, the arena, the lights. The moment that will pull them all into the same heartbeat. Because tonight, every emotion, every hidden truth, and every unspoken fear will reveal itself. Under the lights, nothing stays buried. The night grows deeper, and with it, the tension sharpens like a blade. The arena lights buzz softly, but everything beneath them feels louder, hooves scraping, gates rattling, breath catching in the cold air. Heartland is no longer calm. It's a place waiting for something to break. Amy steps into the arena with the young horse beside her. Its muscles twitch under the sudden brightness, ears flicking in every direction. The air feels tight, as if the whole ranch is holding its breath again. Amy whispers something soft, something steady, but the horse doesn't settle. Its fear climbs higher, feeding off the energy around it. One wrong move could turn this night upside down. From the shadows of the bleachers, Jack watches with a knot in his stomach. He's seen Amy face storms, face danger, face heartbreak. But this moment feels different. This isn't just about a wild horse, this is about the storm inside her. When Amy reaches for the reins, Jack's breath stalls. For a second, he looks less like the strong foundation of Heartland and more like a grandfather terrified of what comes next. Then it happens. A sudden sound of metal clang from somewhere near the recess. Gate cuts through the arena like lightning. The horse rears back, hooves striking the air, a panicked cry escaping its throat. Dust explodes beneath it. Amy stumbles, her boots sliding across the dirt. The camera captures everything in slow motion, the horse twisting. Amy reaching out, Jack taking a step forward despite himself. The stands gasp. The hum of the lights fades under the thunder of the horse's panic. Amy tries to steady it, her voice shaking, her hands firm but trembling. For a moment, it looks like the animal might topple, might crash into the rails, might crash into her. Lou rushes into the arena entrance. Eyes wide, fear written across her face. She doesn't speak, she can't. The scene pulls her in, but she's frozen, helpless. All the weight she carried this week suddenly feels meaningless compared to the fear in front of her. Tim pushes through the crowd behind her, his boots hitting the steps hard. For a man who always shouts, his silence now is terrifying. He watches Amy fight against the horse's fear and knows there's nothing he can do to fix it. He realizes this is one of those rare moments where yelling can't save anything. Lyndy stands at the far edge of the fence, gripping the top rail with small hands. Her eyes shimmer in the arena light. She sees her mother struggling, sees the danger, and for the first time tonight, her excitement melts into pure fear. She doesn't understand everything, but she understands enough. Something is wrong. Amy pulls, steadies, breathes, and the horse finally drops back onto all four hooves. The danger doesn't vanish, but the worst moment passes, like a wave retreating from the shore. The arena stays silent for a long time. The only sound Amy's shaky breath and the horse's uneven snort. But that one moment, those few chaotic seconds, changes everything. It becomes the turning point of the night. The spark that will push every character into deeper conflict. Deeper truth and deeper emotion. Because under the lights, the smallest sound can shake a world. And tonight, the world of Heartland has already begun to shake. The dust from the scare still hangs in the arena air, drifting slowly like a warning that refuses to fade. The lights burn brighter now, casting long, uneasy shadows across the ground. Everything feels different. The calm of the night has cracked, and through that crack, truth begins to leak out, quiet at first, then louder. Rising like a tide that can't be stopped, Amy stands beside the horse, her hand resting on its neck, but her mind is miles away. That moment, the fear, the slip echoes inside her again and again. She steadies her breath, yet something inside refuses to settle. She knows this wasn't just an accident. It was a sign, a reminder of how thin the line is between control and chaos. Between confidence and doubt, Jack steps closer but doesn't speak. He can see the storm forming behind Amy's calm face. He wants to reach out, to say something that will ground her, but he stops himself. He knows the truth. Some questions must be faced alone, under the lights. With nowhere to hide, Lou watches from the rail, her heart still racing. For a moment, she feels the weight of every choice she's made this week pressing down harder than ever. If something had happened to Amy, she doesn't finish the thought. The fear lingers, shaping a question she can't push away. Is she losing touch with the people who matter most? Tim stands farther back, shoulders tight, hands in fists he doesn't realize he's making. The scare didn't just shake him, it exposed the weak ground beneath the fences he built around his family. He sees the distance he created with Shane, the anger he poured into the weak, and now staring at the arena. He wonders what else he might lose if he doesn't change. Lyndy stays at the edge of the fence, eyes still wide. She thought riding at night would be magical. She didn't expect fear to feel this real. For the first time, she questions whether she's ready, whether she can face the arena the same way her mother just did. She wants to be brave, but courage and fear sit side by side inside her, fighting for space. The lights hum louder. The night grows still, and then the real mystery of the episode emerges, not through words, but through the quiet tension settling over every character. It is a question the audience can feel even before anyone speaks it. Who will rise under the lights, and who will break beneath them? Because tonight isn't just about a horse or a showcase. It isn't about winning or performing or impressing the crowd. Tonight is about truth that sneaks out through fear, through silence, through the way each character stands in the glow they can't hide from. Under these lights, the bravest may fall, the quietest may rise, and the truth each character has been avoiding will step forward whether they're ready or not. The arena is waiting. The night is watching. The question hangs in the air, sharp and heavy. When the lights shine brightest, what will each of them reveal? The night at Heartland settles into a deep, steady quiet. But it's the kind of quiet that comes after a storm, thick, heavy, filled with things left unsaid. The arena lights shine softer now, casting a warm glow across the dirt, the rails, and the faces of everyone still standing there. The chaos is past, but the weight of what happened remains, shaping the night in ways no one expected. Amy steps toward the center of the arena once more, her hand resting gently on the horse's mane. She looks calm, but inside she carries the echo of everything that happened earlier. Fear tried to shake her. Doubt tried to break her. And yet she's still here, still standing under the lights, still choosing to face the moment instead of walking away. This quiet strength becomes the heartbeat of the night. Jack approaches slowly, his boots crunching in the dirt. He doesn't offer advice, doesn't try to fix anything. He simply stands beside Amy, the way he always has. The glow from the lights softens the lines on his face, making him look both older and stronger at once. He knows tonight changed something in her. He knows she felt the weight, but he also knows she'll rise from it because that's what she's always done. Lou moves closer, arms folded, but her expression open and raw. The scare brought something into sharp focus. The distance she has built between herself and the people she loves. Tonight shook her awake. She looks at Amy not just as her sister, but as a piece of home she's been drifting away from. And in that moment, she silently promises herself to step back toward the people who always stood for her even when she was too busy to notice. Tim lingers at the edge of the arena, caught between pride and regret. The night forced him to look at himself in a harsh, unforgiving light. He sees the mistakes, the stubborn walls he keeps building, the distance he created with Shane. For the first time in a long time, he wonders what might happen if he tries to change, not for show, not for control, but for family.